So, this video right here is basically, since Marvel now, with starting with Uncanny Avengers coming soon, sometime next month, I wanted to ask on this video right here, what books from the Marvel Now line are you guys really excited for and really want to get? That's basically what the gist of this video is. Now, my opinion on Marvel Now has kind of changed, considering it's not really a relaunch so much as a renumbering, and I'm really liking the creative teams they're putting on with a majority of the books, with some of the writers more so than I did the New 52 DC stuff. So, basically, this is just what the video is, just me asking you guys, what are you really interested in, what do you really want to get out of the New 52 books? I'm not New 52. Excuse me, the Marvel Now books. Tongue-tied. I got confused there. Anywho, so basically on my end is the books I'm really excited for, and the ones I really want to read are, first and foremost, the Indestructible Hulk. I think that's what they're calling it. I think they're calling it either the Indestructible Hulk or the Incredible Hulk, written by Mark Waid and Lionel Yu. Yeah. The moment I heard Mark Waid was doing a Hulk book with Lionel Yu, yeah, they pretty much had my money from day one. And I recently got to read a preview of the first issue. My God, that man's a genius. So, needless to say, the Hulk book has already gotten my full attention. Now, like I said, when Marvel Now was first announced, I was kind of like, yeah. And there are some points where I'm kind of like, but I think they kind of know what they're doing, but then again, that's what I said about the DC relaunch, and yeah, my opinion on that has changed, but regardless. Now, getting back to this, the Indestructible Hulk looks cool. It's basically, Mark Waid is going to do, apparently, some of the stuff that Peter David did, and I'm like, hell yes, and also Hulk's going to be working for doing odd jobs for S.H.I.E.L.D., against his will, apparently, so that'll be cool. And also, we're going to see enemies that the Hulk hasn't really faced, like Hulk is actually going to fight the Hellfire Club. Yeah, he's going to fight the Hellfire Club. That's cool. He's also going to fight opponents like Hydro Man and a few other obscure Marvel villains that could actually take on the Hulk. So, Mark Waid, that man's a genius, so I can't wait to see what happens with that. Also, apparently, he's still going to be on Daredevil. Mark Waid is still going to be on Daredevil, so I like that. Yay! Now, moving on to the next thing. Rick Remender and John Romita Jr. on Captain America. Yeah, when I heard Rick Remender was going to do a Captain America book with John Romita Jr., this is a perfect match. I mean, we all have seen John Romita Jr. can have good days and bad days on his artwork. Now, I still like his artwork here and there, but when it gets rushed, it really shows. But if he takes his time, which I'm pretty sure with this, it's going to look great, and Rick Remender does some great spy and espionage stuff, I mean, with X-Force and Venom. Captain America does a lot of spy and espionage stuff, and super soldier military stuff, so that's a perfect match right there. Him doing writing Steve Rogers, I'm in. I just, like, a lot of people, when I asked that, it was like, Rick Remender on Captain America, everyone's like, hell to the yeah. And that's the book number 2 I'm really excited for. Following that is, this one I'm kind of like, the next 2 are I'm really kind of just more or less interested on, more than I don't think I'm going to get them, more like, I'm going to check them out and see if I like them or not, the next few. But, basically, Brian Michael Bendis' all-new X-Men. I'm kind of interested to see where he takes the whole idea, because it does sound like that's a tricky idea in and of itself, the whole idea of taking the original 5 X-Men, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Angel, and Iceman, the original 5 X-Men, from their timeline into the future, into present time, and see how that goes. So, that's going to be very tricky, but I want to see... Bendis can do really cool stuff. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I love his Daredevil stuff, Ultimate Spider-Man, he's really... and his New Avengers stuff. So, I'm curious to see what he can do with this, so... I'm going to check it out. I may not stay on it. I don't know. Following that is Jason Aaron on Thor. Now, actually, I was talking to Tori GNR1, and he's really excited for the idea of a serial god killer. Yeah, there's basically a serial killer out there who hunts down and kills gods. So that's really cool. Jason Aaron on Thor. I never really thought that. But then again, he did Hulk, and I thought his first story arc was pretty cool. So maybe he can do something really cool with Thor right there. Following that is... I'm trying to think. Of course, Uncanny Avengers, and any of the Avengers title. I mean, Jonathan Hickman on Avengers, that sounds really cool. Or is it New Avengers? I can't remember, but basically, all the Avengers titles, like Uncanny, the Avengers, those all sound cool. I really want to see how those go. Following that is... believe it or not, I actually want to check out Future Foundation. Even though, yes, it's a Matt Fraction book, and... yeah, but still, I want to see how it goes, because I'm really becoming more and more of a Mike Allred fan, the artist on the book, and I do have back issues of his work in Dark Horse, his artwork on Madman, not Madman, and as well as, I just really like his art. It's just really cool and very 50, like it's very it's very odd, but in a very 50s pulp kind of way. Like it's very reminiscent of the of how early comics look, and he does has some really cool ideas here and there, and I just think he's a really unique artist. So I might be picking up more so for Mike Allred, probably more for Mike Allred, and less for Matt Fraction. That's probably how it will go. Now, for Fantastic Four, I don't know. I mean, Matt Fraction is good. It can be good. I mean, I've read his Iron Man stuff. The other stuff, I'm just kind of like, eh. I'm not like with my other friends on here, like Mount Vernon Kid and Blue Goblin, who are just gung ho, like really don't like his work sometimes. Although they are, Chris is giving a lot of credit to his Hawkeye stuff, so maybe he's got something good going. So maybe he'll interest me, and if I hear good things, I'll pick up Fantastic Four. And Mark Bagley, I love his artwork, so I really want to see that. But that's pretty much the gist of the titles I want to get. There are other ones out there, like one I certainly don't want to get is Thunderbolts, the new Thunderbolts stuff written by Daniel Way and Steve Dillon. Yeah, needless to say, I won't be picking that up. So, anyway, I mean, but if you're interested in that Thunderbolts book, I mean, I bear no ill will against you. Just me personally, I'm not gonna read it because I'm not really a big Daniel Way fan, and Steve Dillon's artwork, yeah, I don't really care much for Steve Dillon's artwork. However, it really fit with his Punisher, when he was working with Jason Aaron and Garth Ennis on the Punisher Max stuff. That's the only time I've been like, that's cool. But everything else, not so much, and that's probably going to be the same thing here. Everything else, I really don't know. I mean, the Iron Man book by Karen Gillan and Greg Land, probably, I'm going to have to say no on that, but all the other stuff I listed off, that's definitely or a maybe for me. The first two, of course, Rick Remender's Captain America and Mark Waid's Hulk, that's a goddamn given right there. So, that's pretty much it. So, anyway, guys, like I said earlier, I really want to know what books from Marvel Now line are you really interested to see, and which ones are you really interested to read. I'm really curious, so you guys tell me below, and yeah, I'm out.